Hi everybody, it's still March 28, 2017. I posted a video a couple of days ago, utility companies passing off smart meters as analog meters. And in that video I read from an article, TWAC Smart Meters Problematic to Public Health and Safety. The TWAC smart meters have PLC transmitters in them, power line carrier transmitters. And new analog meters, well, they can be passed off as analog, but they're actually smart meters. But analog meters, the new ones, also have PLC transmitters in them. But these PLC transmitters emit a powerful, dirty electricity that is dangerous to our health. But this dirty electricity from these PLC transmitters are a constant presence in people's homes, possibly 24/7. And the dirty electricity can turn all the wiring throughout one's home into antennas. Antennas can convert electric power into radio waves. And these signals from these transmitters cannot be blocked or filtered. When I first read that, I thought something's up with this. A constant presence in people's homes. I also read from this article, the author talking about his or her parents. The parents were in fine health and slept fine when they had their old analog meter on their home. But when they got a new analog with a PLC transmitter, they began to have health problems and sleep problems. Well, underneath that video that I posted, somebody sent me a link to this patent, and I want to thank that somebody. Apparatus to effect brainwave entrainment over premises power line wiring. I will link below to the patent if you want to read all of the details, how this works, read about how it's been tested, and they found success in entraining brains. Click on the link below. But this invention discloses an apparatus and method to effect brainwave entrainment by very low frequencies, modulated with a very high frequency carrier, over a premises power line, alternating current wiring. But I thought this was interesting when I read, the invention disclosed and claimed herein addresses the above and other needs and provides means to achieve brainwave entrainment in mammals, including humans, within a premises using the AC power line wiring. Rather than simply creating a trance-like state in the humans and animals within the premises, the present invention establishes a 24-hour circadian rhythm, supportive of a mammal's internal circadian and subsequent ultradian rhythms for improved sleep and improved awake periods. 24-hour. This apparatus is going 24 hours. Interesting that these PLC transmitters produce a dirty electricity that is a constant presence in people's homes. And if you have an apparatus in which you can use to improve sleep patterns, improve awake periods in human beings, that apparatus can also disrupt sleep patterns and disrupt awake periods. And I do believe that the majority of the American public's brains are now entrained. That is why we are seeing insanity on an unprecedented scale than we've ever seen before. It is why people are having such difficulty talking to adults, having adult conversation. And a lot of people consider that chemtrails, that geoengineering is the most important thing, or Fukushima is the most important thing that we face, or GMOs. I believe the most important thing that we face today are these frequencies, not only coming from cell phone towers and cell phones and Gwen towers, but these frequencies that are carried on our power lines inside our homes. If we cannot get through to people because their brains have been entrained, we can kiss everything goodbye. If people are walking around in a zombie state, a trance-like state, where they can't even see how artificial the sky is because their brains have been entrained not to see it, then how do you break through? But if people's brains are entrained, how do you even break through to tell them that their brains have been entrained? It's very dangerous, and they are using these frequencies as a weapon. I will link below to this article on Activist Post. Secret DARPA mind control project revealed in a leaked document. DARPA using transcranial magnetic stimulation remotely to entrain brains. But here it states, once it is determined that disruption of certain portions of the brain can enhance persuasive messaging, individuals can be persuaded to do things they normally would not do and believe things they normally would not believe. This could include something as simple as telling a closely guarded secret, a friend betraying another friend, or believing in government propaganda, or even committing a violent act. And how many people in this country believe in our government mainstream media propaganda? No matter how absurd, they believe it. How many of you have told me that you're having difficulty getting through to your adult children because they want to vaccinate your grandchildren? You provide them with facts and evidence, but they won't even look at it. They're completely closed to even having a conversation about it. This is unprecedented behavior that we are now seeing. And I do believe that they are using these frequencies to do this. Here's another article, which are the military uses of silent sound. And in this article, it states that they can use these silent sounds, radio waves, frequencies, using supercomputers to analyze human emotion, EEG patterns, and replicate them, then store these emotion signature clusters on another computer, and at will silently induce and change the emotional state in a human being. And this is absolutely going on. So, you know, if you don't know anything about this, the uses of these frequencies, this technology, the Wi-Fi, frequencies coming from cell phone towers and Gwen towers and cell phones, but also the use of these frequencies to carry over the power lines in your own home to entrain brains, then I suggest that you do some research and please take that knowledge and start trying to circulate it. I'll also link below to this video. Patrick Flanagan, an inventor, government taking his inventions, putting his inventions into a secret category, but these inventions are used for mind control. And I'll just play a few minutes of what he, or even a few seconds of what he has to say, and leave you with that. Leave you also by telling you that all links are below, so please circulate this information.
Yeah, the technology's reinforced, so we're getting it subconsciously and we're getting it consciously on multi-levels. The TV sets, scan rates, and are designed to put people into alpha states or below, and hypnotic trance, and then they've got the modulations coming from the Wi-Fi towers, and the modulations coming in through subliminal programming on the TV sets, and then also through the power lines. There's